Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen is a Canadian-American actor. He began his career on Canadian television at age 13, then diversified into American television in the late 1990s. He was praised for his acting as Sam in Life as a House, which earned him nominations for both the Golden Globe Award and Screen Actors Guild Award. He gained international fame for his portrayal of the young Anakin Skywalker/Darth Vader in Star Wars Episode II, Attack of the Clones, and Star Wars Episode III, Revenge of the Sith.
Early life.
Christensen was born in Vancouver, British Columbia. He is the son of Ailey Nelson, an American speechwriter, and David Christensen, a computer programmer and communications executive. Christensen has dual nationality with the US and his native Canada. His father is of Danish and English descent and his mother has Swedish and Italian ancestry. Christensen has an older brother, Toph, an older sister, Heza, and a younger sister, Kaelin. Christensen was raised in Thornhill, Ontario, a suburb of Toronto. Christensen attended E.J. Sand Public School, Bayhorn Public School and Unionville High School in Unionville, Ontario, Canada. He was an athlete in high school, playing hockey competitively and tennis on a provincial level. He spent summers on Long Island with his maternal grandmother, Rose Schwartz, and attended the Actors Studio in New York as well as the Arts York program for drama at his high school. He was discovered when his older sister Heza, a former trampoline champion, was searching for an agent after she landed a role in a Pringles commercial.
Career 1993 to 2005.
Christensen's first acting role came in September 1993, when at age 12 he played a supporting role on the German-Canadian television series Macht der Leidenschaft Family Passions. The following year he acquired a minor role in John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. From 1995 through 1999, he appeared in several movies and television shows, including Harrison Bergeron, Forever Knight, Goosebumps, The Virgin Suicides, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? He acquired wider notice while starring in Fox Family Channel's television series Higher Ground in 2000, portraying a teen who was sexually molested by his stepmother, and then turned to drugs in his despair. Christensen's critically acclaimed portrayal of a misunderstood teenager in Life as a House, 2001, earned him Golden Globe and SAG Award nominations as well as the National Board of Review's Award for Breakthrough Performance of the Year. However, the performance did not receive widespread public notice. In 2002, Christensen made his London theatre debut co-starring with Jake Gyllenhaal and Anna Paquin in This Is Our Youth. He went on to receive good reviews for 2003's Shattered Glass, which tells the true story of journalist Stephen Glass, who was discovered to be fabricating stories as a writer for The New Republic. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone wrote, "Hayden Christensen is sensational as Glass, finding the Wonder Boy and the Weasel in a disturbed kid flying high on a fame he hasn't earned." In 2005, Christensen made his Broadway debut when he appeared briefly in a 10-minute play. In 2005, he took part in the 5th annual 24-Hour Plays benefit, which raises cash for non-profit groups in the Big Apple.
Star Wars.
On May 12, 2000, Christensen announced that he would be starring as Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode II, Attack of the Clones, 2002, and Star Wars Episode III, Revenge of the Sith, 2005. The casting director reviewed approximately 1,500 other candidates before director George Lucas selected Christensen. Lucas is quoted as saying that he chose Christensen because he needed an actor who was that presence of the dark side that was essential to solidify the story that Lucas was trying to tell, the tragic fall of Anakin Skywalker and the rise of Darth Vader. During the production of Revenge of the Sith, Christensen asked Lucas if a special Vader suit could be constructed to fit his own body, rather than have a different actor don one of the original sets of Vader armor worn by David Prowse. Lucas agreed, and a suit was engineered to fit Christensen's frame, even including extensions to allow for the actor to attain Vader's 6 feet 6 in, 1.98 m, height. His voice as the robotic Vader, however, was dubbed over by James Earl Jones, who first made it famous in the original trilogy. Stock footage of Christensen was used in the 2004 DVD release of Star Wars Episode VI, Return of the Jedi, where he was inserted in place of actor Sebastian Shaw as the ghost of Anakin Skywalker. This was one of the most controversial changes. Christensen insisted this was done without his knowledge, an act that was confirmed by Lucasfilm itself in the featurette Return of the Jedi, What Has Changed? As seen on the official website to commemorate the 2006 DVDs. His performance in both episodes 2 and 3 was met with generally mixed reviews by critics, earning him the Golden Raspberry Award for Worst Supporting Actor in both films. However, the role made him a popular star among audiences. He was named in both People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful People and Teen People's 25 Hottest Stars Under 25. For his performance in Episode 3, he won the MTV Movie Award for Best Villain.
2006-present.
Between 2006 and 2007, he replaced Jared Leto in Awake, with Jessica Alba, which tells the story of a man who remains awake but paralyzed during heart surgery, and appeared in Factory Girl, opposite Sienna Miller and Guy Pearce. Christensen next starred with Samuel L. Jackson, Jamie Bell and Rachel Bilson in the film Jumper, the story of a young man who discovers he has the ability to teleport. The film was released on February 14, 2008. Bilson and Christensen co-starred again in the same segment of the film New York, I Love You. Christensen appeared opposite Misha Barton in Virgin Territory, which was released directly to DVD in North America on August 26, 2008. The film, based on the Decameron, is about a group of people who escape the Black Plague epidemic by hiding out in a Tuscan villa in Italy. In October 2009, Christensen started shooting the horror film Vanishing on 7th Street, directed by Brad Anderson, alongside Thandie Newton and John Leguizamo. Christensen appeared in the crime drama Takers alongside Idris Elba and Paul Walker, released in the United States on August 27, 2010. Quantum Quest, A Cassini Space Odyssey is the fourth film in which Christensen stars with Samuel L. Jackson. In 2010, Christensen sued USA Network over allegations that they stole his idea for the TV show Royal Pains. The suit alleges that Christensen met with USA to pitch a similar series entitled House It Calls. During the meeting, Christensen alleges, he was never informed that a similar program was in development. Although a federal judge at first dismissed Christensen's lawsuit in 2011, in June 2012 the Second Circuit Court of Appeals decided to reverse the lower court's decision and remand the case back to the district court for further proceedings, in what was considered a big victory for Christensen. On May 20, 2013, during the Cannes Film Festival, the Russian company Enjoy Movies announced the creation of Glacier Films, an alliance company with Hayden Christensen and his brother Tove Christensen. In 3-year term, Glacier Films intends to make 11 micro-budget movies costing $1.5 million each. First project American Heist starring Christensen, himself, alongside Adrian Brody and Jordana Brewster starts filming in June 2013. It's a remake of Steve McQueen's The Great Street Louis bank robbery. Christensen is also set to star in the indie spy thriller Inner Circle and Outcast, an action drama starring Nicolas Cage.
Personal life.
In 2007, Christensen began dating actress Rachel Bilson, with whom he filmed the movie Jumper. They became engaged on December 25, 2008. In mid-2010, the couple split up, but were dating again a few months later. Christensen has owned a farm near Uxbridge, Ontario since 2007. He noted in 2008 that he had been renovating the property himself and devoting time to learning about livestock, crops and agricultural machinery. In November 2013, Christensen teamed up with Canadian fashion chain RW & Company to release a men's clothing line inspired by his farm. Christensen performed a public service announcement for Do Something's Teens for Jeans campaign in 2008. He appeared as a model in Louis Vuitton's advertising and was also named as the face of Lacoste's newest fragrance, Lacoste Challenge. He was featured in Red's Lazarus Effect campaign, which is intended to increase awareness for its efforts to fight AIDS in Africa.
Filmography. Television.